Hello, Skunk Ape Seeker here. I finally had the opportunity last Thursday to investigate the anomalies I found last month near my home. Upon setting out on this hike, I had no idea the possible perils I would be encountering, which will be covered in this and some other videos to be released soon. On a lighter note, for you people in the north, the robins are coming. They have been passing through here since Saturday. Please, if you have snow on the ground, fill your bird feeders. They will be hungry. Okay, here's that anomaly, folks, that I noticed the last time. Above, as I indicated previously, the only trees there are pine trees. Even right here. It's a pine tree. These are pine trees. They're all pines. There isn't another tree like that till back over there, which some distance away from me. All of this along this trail for a distance appears to have been brought here. There is a limb, let's see if I can zoom in, snapped off here. See, some of it just doesn't make any logical sense. The way it's laying in here. They're laying both directions. They all appear to have been snapped off. There's another one that's snapped off. And that's snapped off. Some are facing towards me, and some are facing away, like they're overlapped and stacked up. Some are stuck inside of others, like woven in. Actually, from what I can see, this bundle right here is holding a small tree limb, a small tree actually, that goes all the way back to there, down in a curve. They're laid in holding it down. It's confusing, really confusing. And I just noticed something on this side of the trail. These are all snapped off, but hanging there. A small one here. Snap. I bent over. Okay. I'm standing right in front of it. The limb's right here. I just confirmed it didn't come from this tree. It's not that high. It's a very small, scrubby tree. This limb goes down there. It's much thicker than even any of the limbs on the outer edge of this tree. It's laying in here. This one actually is growing here, I believe. Yeah. But there's going around the other side. This one's laying here. This one's laying here. Got 1, 2. That's going there. This is the top end of another tree laying in here. Actually, 2. There's 2 in here. This one. Is the one I noticed last time that goes down along the trail. And right here. And there's no stumps that broke off of. A lot of them are standing up on end, and then there's others that are crisscrossed over top of each other. There's some laying over here. A few. But not as many as over here. I'm looking to see. Last time I was here, I saw a limb snapped off in the background. Looking for it. Hang on, I'll look. This puzzle's just getting bigger. On the right-hand side of the trail, across from where it's all blocked off on that side, well, on the right-hand side, I gotta show you this, people. Pine tree there. Pine trees there. Pine trees there. Pine tree there. Right above my head, clear blue sky. Okay? In between the pine trees. There is no very close, undamaged tree that would be classified as hardwood. There's that one. But as you can see, it's very old, very damaged, all the way to the top of it. Which is right there. However, right at my feet are these limbs, kind of set up in, how do you call it, a circular pattern on top of this green brush. But it looks like most of them are the heavy end of the trunk into the center with the small limbs facing out. There's only one original tree right here. You can see where it's broke off. The stump is there. It's broke off. But it's also been incorporated into this pattern. It's facing out and away. Just like these limbs, which people, that's not pine limbs. That is not pine bark. They are not pine limbs. They look nothing like these limbs. These were brought from somewhere else to this location. Had to have been. Even wind. I mean, we get some strong winds at times. But for wind to have brought it, laid it out in this circular pattern without really damaging this green shrub bush underneath is extremely unlikely. Very, very unlikely. Oh, this puddle is just growing. I need to see if I can get around to the other side of this. There is a tree broke off back here somewhere. I saw it the last time I was here. But it seems like the pile has grown up some. Like it has gotten higher. Because I could see through to the other side in here. And now I can't. There's a reason why this is like this. Let me shut this off. I want to see if I can get in around to the other side there's a pine tree right there. I want to get to that pine tree if I can and see what it looks like on that side over here. Okay, people. I'm being very careful here. There's still more brush piled up all around here on this side. And I've stopped moving around. I'm not going to proceed any further because of this. you have to be fully aware of where you are. This is in the ground. Dead in front of me, as you can see. It's just a hole in the ground. And they're flying all around me. I've not stepped into the actual nest area, so I should be okay. I spotted it before I went much further. They're just going about their daily, everyday business. There. They haven't swarmed out of there. The ones that you see lined up in there, those are the, I believe the guard bees. They tend to hang out right there as the others fly in and out. There's just so many of them flying around in front of me right now. I'm going to retreat backwards. Now, I don't know if this was actually put here. So, warning not to step into this area. It's just a blockage of limbs, just all piled up around here. And was following a path in through here that goes around to the other side here, but it wasn't making any sense when it was all stacked up. So, by my estimation, people would not go through the effort of piling up this many limbs around a particular area just to mark a yellow jacket nest. But a Bigfoot might. A Bigfoot might. Especially if he had stepped in that area previously. I have on occasion, one time, vividly as a childhood, stepped on an underground yellow jacket nest and highly regretted it. So, it's not fun, people. It is not fun. If you've never stepped on one, hope you never do. But this could be why all this brush, because that's along the trail over there. This is the pine tree I viewed from the other side. This could be why all this brush is piled up here. It's right there along the trail. There's a whole bunch of it right here. This tree, which is laying over right in front of the hole. That's what stopped me with this tree, and I tugged on it to see if it was attached. It is still attached. It's just bent down right in front of the hole. Yeah, it's just bent down. It's not even alive anymore, but it is bent down at the ground right in front of the hole. And then there's other limbs behind it, laying over, blocking off right at the hole. So, step out of here. So you really don't notice it until you almost step on it. It's right over there. Over from the shadow. Right there. I didn't notice it till I got to that limb. And I noticed all the yellow jackets flying out. But they effectively, someone piled up a lot of brush all along the trail here. And in here, it's all laying down, piled up. And that yellow jacket nest is right there. So I may have solved, I just may have solved it. There's that pine tree I was on the other side of. Just beyond it, on the other side there, is the yellow jacket nest. And all this brush is all stacked up all around, all along here on this side of the trail to that area. But what's confusing is that circular stack there, unless that's a sign in regards to the yellow jacket nest in the ground over there. Don't know. This is all speculation on my part, but I do know there is a yellow jacket nest right over there on the other side of this brush. And that this is really built up. I mean, up in here, it actually is higher than it was the last time I came through. And that circular pattern was added. That wasn't there the last time I came through. It's really strange how the limbs are all coming out of the center of that small green shrub patch there, where there's no tree above it that matches up with those limbs. So I don't know if that is like a sign to indicate the nest of the yellow jackets. And all this brush is placed along here so they don't walk into it. Don't know. You know, I've seen wild animals using human trails, which this is a human trail. It is a nature walk trail. I don't always necessarily stay on it. Like just now, I went over on the other side over there. Just out of curiosity's sake, find out why this is like this. I think I may have found out why. They appear to, at times, move along human paths, but they also cross back and forth over the human paths. I've seen that in Squatch Central. Even other animals will use human paths, and if you go to my YouTube channel, there's one on there. What is it? That shows 3 deer coming out from a side trail onto a forest trail, not in well repair, and following that forest trail away from me. How long they followed it, don't know. I went the same direction and could not determine where they'd gone off. They didn't stay on the trail. So, just could very well be this is just so they don't step on that nest. Interesting. Well, I get curious. I always want to know why. That could be why. And it could be why this circular thing is on this side, representing maybe the yellow jacket nest, and everything is blocked off on this side, and the yellow jacket nest is straight back there, right in that area there. Could be the answer to the puzzle. Don't know.